So the last video was about F2L inserts that are pretty straightforward and the basics of F2L. And we're going to start off on some special cases. We're going to start off with white being on top. And what happens if the edge isn't on top already? What if it's down here? Is there a better way to do it? I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but what I do is I just pair them up. And sometimes they'll automatically be paired. And you can simply take it out and then put it into the correct slot no matter where it's at. That's not the only thing you can do, but it will work if you're a beginner. Here is another case if the white is on top. What if they don't match up? Well, the nicest part about this one is if they don't match up, making a pair, and it's already in the correct slot, you can simply run sexy move 3 times and it will slot it. It may be the best solution for this. Just run it 3 times and it will be slotted. I really like that one a lot. It is quick and easy. The next one we're going to do is what if they are not paired but they are not in the right slot. So what if you have white on top and you slide it over and they are not paired up and they're not in the right slot? What you can do is you can pull it out, put it over the correct slot, and set it up for that easy F2L insert. So break the pieces up and simply come around and grab it and put it back in. Now, there is one case that could make this difficult. Notice when we push this one down, this piece became unslotted, so we'll show you how to fix that really quick. So once you get it to this and you go to break them up, notice when we push this down, this pair is going to come out. But don't worry, we'll show you how to fix it really quick. Set it up for the quick insert, and once you do the quick insert, notice the pair that we just took out is right here, and you can just quickly insert that pair again. These next ones are going to cover the case where the block in the corner is slotted in the proper spot, but it's not facing down. What you want to do is you want to locate the appropriate color and line it up so that the color is matching. Notice that we have it lined up facing away from the bottom color. What we're going to do from here is pull the corner up to the top, put it over top of what edge we were doing, and notice they're paired now. And what you can do from here is simply pull it out, and you could hit a quick sledgehammer there to insert it. You don't have to hit it with a sledgehammer to insert. You could simply insert it however you want, but I think that's a really good solution if it's already slotted down. So what if you're in the bottom position and when you slot it there on the same side, meaning the white is facing the same side? The quickest solution to fixing this is just doing double sexy move. So when you have it already slotted on the bottom, white down, we know how to fix that from beginner's method. Now you know how to fix it if it's in the bottom position in the right slot and you have appropriate pairing over here or over here, depending on which white face we're doing. The next couple inserts are going to handle these paired cases. Now notice the blocks are paired up, but they're not ready for an insert. The best way to handle this one and the next one is by hiding the edge block and going over top. And the way I remember it in my head is if the block is on top, you're going to have to do 2 U moves to get it in the correct insert. And if the block is not on top and it's on the side, you're only going to have to do 1 U move. Let me show you what I mean. See how this one's a red top? If we were to flip this block over, notice we have a blue top. And we're going to have our alternating color insert. So what we're going to do is we're going to push this one over to get the blue top 1 time with the U. So when we pull it up, now we have that nice insert. So if we want to insert it, we're going to get it into the correct position again. Notice they're alternating colors. We can do our quick insert from here. This is the other case I was talking about. Notice that we have a white up and they are paired. So if we want to get alternating colors, we would have to push this one over Notice this is green, so when we push this one over, it becomes orange. So the last one we did 1 U move. This time we're going to have to do 2 U moves. Let me show you. 2 U moves. So when we pull this up, now we have the alternating colors. So we have the very easy insert. We're going to put it right over top of the slot. We're just going to insert it just like we normally would. So in this case, notice that if we were to push this over, we'd be dealing with an orange block, and this one's already orange. So I'm not sure if this is the best way to handle it, but I have noticed if we do sexy move 1 time, we're left with the old insert case that we went over earlier in the video. All we would have to do is switch this one over 1 more time and just keep running sexy move 2 more times, and we'll get our insert. I don't know if that's the most efficient way. I'm not an expert at this, but it has worked for me in the past. Now, all of those F2L inserts are ones that I came up with and did not look up online. I've learned F2L pretty intuitively, and the way I've done F2L intuitively is just by these 2 simple moves, sexy move and sledgehammer. So notice when you run sexy move, these 2 blocks will flip. These 2 blocks will flip, and the orientation of them changes appropriately. And these 3 blocks will cycle. And if you run it another time, the blocks will go back into the position that they were in, but the orientation flops, and these ones switch as well, these 3 edges. So if we run it 2 more times, they switch 2 more times. If we run it 2 more times, it will be back to a solved cube. So if you're interested in making your own F2L solutions, maybe that type of insert or maybe that sexy move can help you. The other one I use is sledgehammer. Notice sledgehammer will swap these two, and switch their orientation, and it will cycle these 3 edge pieces right here. So once again, if we just run that a couple more times, it will flop them again, switch those 3 edges, right? We'll do it again, and 2 more times we'll bring it back to normal. Now, if you are trying to efficiently insert pieces, notice what changes when we do this. So you could actually create more F2L pairs with a little bit of look ahead, knowing that certain pieces cycle. Now, once again, these are puzzles. You should take advantage of this and knowing that they're puzzles, and just not look up solutions as you go online. Just look up some hints, and you'll figure it out on your own. And if you figure it out on your own, you're probably not going to forget the solution because you did it. Guys, keep up the good work. If you have any questions or comments or any other F2L combos, post them in the comments. Send me a private message. I'd love to talk to you about them. Have a great night.